governor of North Dakota, Doug Burgum, he is supposed to be Donald Trump's pick for vice president. That's what we think. Either him or a couple others are on the, may become that person. But I mean, there's this narrative out there. Biden, the senile guy, somehow is also a dictator. I don't know, but that's what they say, right? But anyhow, he's a dictator. Burgum is suddenly in his state under the boot is on the neck of North Dakota, and there we have Burgum is trying to fight Biden because he's a dictator, and Donald Trump is going to come into office and fight because what has gone on under El Señor Biden is dictatorship. I love the way the host did Kristen handled this, right? And then his response made no sense, of course, because what he's trying to say pretty much is, well, I tell you what, listen to Burgum, listen to her pushback, listen to his response, and then we'll take it on the other side.
Going into 2024, I think both parties are going to be very focused on it. And I think this is the idea that this is the threat to democracy. As a governor in North Dakota today, I've been living under what I call the Biden dictatorship because of all the rules and regulations. Now, thank goodness for this Supreme Court that came out on Friday with the Chevron ruling, because maybe now we can put a stop to agencies actually creating laws that don't come from Congress.
Let me ask you about your comments about a dictatorship, and then I want to get back to this, because you say he's a dictator for passing all these rules and regulations. Biden's passed 139 executive orders. Trump had passed 169 at this point. And Governor, you as governor have passed 164. Does that make you the dictator of North Dakota?
I'm not trying to jam rules and regulations down on our state. Most of President Trump's executive orders were trying to get rid of red tape. Yeah. Joe Biden's actually creating a bunch of new, effectively, laws that are affecting our country.
Now, check this out, guys, and this is important, right? If you take a look at what he's saying when we pass these executive orders, we are doing, even though we are solely taking responsibility for these executive orders away from our legislature in the case of Burgum, away from Congress in the case of President Trump, when President Trump was the president. They're saying when they do it, it's okay. And by the way, at this point in time under Trump had passed quite a bit more executive orders than Donald Trump. Who's the dictator again? And of course, Burgum passed more executive orders than both of them. So let's be clear here. When they try to put these things on, this is a pushback that an active Biden should be coming out there and saying, absolutely not. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. And be very loud, just like Burgum and Trump and all these other sycophants are loud. But people believe them because, again, they are lying with conviction. We are telling the truth timidly. That is why we need a fighter. That is why we need somebody that can go toe to toe. And I tell you something, you watch somebody like our vice president, and you watch somebody like Newsom. I mean, those two have the wherewithal to go against and hit hard instead of a timid type of response, when what people are looking for is somebody that's going to defend them. Especially, again, if you take a look at what's going on with the Supreme Court giving immunity to Donald Trump. Partial, they're going to say, but they have laid the groundwork that if officially killing you, he did on official, if he killed you, and then he finds some official way to say this was under my official duty, immunity. Again, be careful what you vote for, because you may be voting for your own demise.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.